for the soul is like really, really bad. And then the other thing is when we were fighting the first fight in our jungle, where we just got aced. I'm not sure how it happened, but I feel like that was really bad.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, like why we lost the fight. I kind of have to look why we lost that fight actually, but I feel like we shouldn't lose the fight, or if we actually lose the fight, we shouldn't fight at all.
Yeah.
And then again, also one thing that Maoki said is like, um, I think we could have looked for picks more, and then also maybe I should have played at us after that. Like they both used flashes on bot side. I think I should have just played around bot side to kill them, which I didn't.
Yeah, I think it's pretty free whenever I have arrow, like on flash. It's like they didn't have plans as well.
Could we look at that first fight, the one you're talking about, Leichon, where we got aced?
Yes. But yeah, I feel like crucially we lost because we gave away the ocean for free. But then again, they had two barons. Like,
Look at the gold graph.
Yeah.
Like what was the gold? Yeah.
By 1 kill? What?
What is the time there? Like 20.
22 minutes.
Yeah, we're actually. What's the level of Ornn then? Like, do we have Ornn items then? Probably do, right?
26, probably not.
I got my Mana in Triforce combo at 22 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it was like 13 or so, and I
okay.
I don't know. I don't remember. Actually.
I think we were pretty slow to Drake in general. Like they did a good job, like denying us vision and stuff like before Drake spawned, and then we always had to like go in blind pretty much.
Just generally speaking, before we look at this, like if we, for the next time when some guys tries to invade me and we know, do we just let them and I'll just split the map in that case, or is it actually fine for you guys the next time as well to fight this? If there's if you guys can not walk at all, obviously we can't, but like if we have a chance, is it fine for you to walk there, generally speaking?
It depends entirely on the matchups and the wave states.
Okay, maybe put it that way. Are you guys down to walk if there's a chance? Or do you rather just wanna...
I mean, for me, this game, like, I would lose lane to Orianna either way, so it doesn't matter, like, me losing a few CS. And, I mean, it makes it a bit more annoying. And I have to base, like, on one wave earlier than I would have normally, but that doesn't exactly change anything.
Yeah, I mean, we should have some plan beforehand. Like as Furby is saying now, like we know the matchup Corki against Orianna. Like the lane is not gonna be like winning early on for Corki. So like we know that stuff. But then like there's still gonna be variables that happen inside the game. So.
By the way, I should have already TP'd here. I mean, but that's like one thing. I think I'm not that comfortable on Ornn yet, because I don't play this champion solo queue.
Yeah.
And like I kind of felt that we all were like low-key indecisive. I think we should have just fought way more. If I TP there, then we get Posey for Drake, we get Drake for free. Even if Mordekaiser gets tier 2 top, it doesn't even matter. I mean, I TP, I even walk, and then I missed the ult.
I mean, this was also really end of me. Like, I should have just instantly ulted the trash and don't go for the Zen.
I don't think you should actually even... I mean, it's okay if you like look for pick, but I don't think you should like use the Ornn ult and like fully commit here, because it's better if you just take control of like River and Drake. Because like that's where like we're still 5v4, so we just like the goal here is to get the Drake. So if we're 5 people on the Drake when it spawns and they are 4 people alive, and Mordekaiser is top lane, then so like this was like I think this was like the big mistake if you go back a little bit. Let's turn on blue vision as well. No, blue. Yeah. Okay. On look mid and play. Okay. Pause here. Pause. So, did we see? Did they place the ward right now, or did they place it before?
This one?
Yeah, the one you just cleared.
Before,
Pretty sure
I
I
think.
played it right now, no?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's any.
before.
I don't think it's any of them who played. Like, it wasn't Thresh or Senna who placed it, right?
Pretty sure it was Trash.
Was
Like,
okay, keep playing, keep playing.
No, it can't be trash.
I mean, there's no ward in right now.
Yeah, keep
And now
playing.
it comes to ward.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was. Right. Okay, but still. So okay, it doesn't matter. But yeah, keep playing. So like this takes kind of a long time for you to do this, and like you get pretty low as well. So like now when you're walking here, like there's a really big chance someone is gonna be in the brush, like the top brush there. Yeah, like where she's like this shouldn't be happening at all. We shouldn't walk like that. Like we should take that into consideration, like take a more wider path, so that she can like we should be taking no poke at all from anyone walking. Like we still have enough time to like get to the Drake healthy. So that's just like being cocky or like not respecting that he can be there.
It's either like tunnel vision on the Drake and forget what's actually happening, or we just forgot they have an Orianna on their team. Or both.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not
But
sure.
even if it's not Orianna, like even if it's fucking Kha'Zix using W, well, like there's no reason to walk like that. It's just
Yeah, of course.
yeah, it's just something we shouldn't be doing when we're like, especially when we're already pretty low. So like if they would for some reason force a fight there, which they actually did now, we would be like, it would not be in our favor because of even though we have killed someone already, we have two people who are low and we're like on top of each other next to a brush where we don't have vision, just like walking blindly.
Yeah, but I feel like we shouldn't force the fight there, since our bot lane killed. Like, we shouldn't be in this position, not here and also not here. Just after the Kha'Zix die, we can get mid lane prior. That's fine. I feel like not Mauk. I'm not sure. I think it's Mauki who's mid lane here before. So if you can give him agency or like shadow him, so he can push out for free. And then just move all towards the Drake. Since the jungler is dead, I feel like that's the best we can do. And then just get the Drake for free. And if they try to fight us in that case, we can just turn. And try
Also,
to
one more thing. Now when Kha'Zix is dead now, and like we know that we're gonna pretty much get the Drake for free if we don't fuck up, which we did. But in this game, I think Orange should just be staying top against the Mordekaiser and kind of like making sure that, because if Mordekaiser doesn't move and Ornn doesn't move, then it's gonna be 4v3. But then Mordekaiser is still like pretty strong. But the main thing is that, you know, he can use his ulti on the Hecarim, which can potentially make them get a steal. So I think it's just better to, and also we're not gonna lose the creeps then. Since you still have TP, I think that's the better thing.
Yeah, the thing
I
is,
agree on what Ronaldo said before when he TPs beforehand. When
yeah, I
like,
should have instantly TP'd, but I was like too indecisive. The thing is, with
But you didn't
on
TP,
Mord-
you just walked, no? Or
Yeah, I just walked when I think there was a call like, can we maybe collapse on Thresh Senna or something like this, or let's fight here or something like this, and then I was just walking to get a ult posy.
yeah.
well, in this scenario,
Just like clear out this wave and then I walk.
we have the TP here. They cannot do anything to help the Thresh because they cannot ignore the Ornn. And if they try to fight the Ornn, this is probably not gonna work because it's on.
Yeah. We could be looking in this case, yeah. Or like
In that
after the Thresh goes for the Lantern, I would say, if you play a little bit.
But in that case, you can just
Yeah,
go
so like here,
all-
pause here, pause. Like now, if we TP now, that would be really good.
Yeah.
That would be.
I mean, I even saw the TP in game, but I was like too unsure where Mordekaiser was, and I'm like low key. You see me instant walking because if I TP there, he will probably just arm me and interrupt the TP anyways.
But if you instead stay in the lane and then when you see the TP, you walk back to the tower and then you TP. Then it's like if you don't see him, there's no way he's gonna be able to cancel it. So like I would say the mistake is like walking into the jungle. There.
Yeah.
Like either you go for the wave or you like go back and look for TP. But like still here, it's still like we get a kill for free and
then the drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean yeah.
But then we just we kind of turn our brains off and walk blindly into Orianna.
Yeah, that's why I feel like we. Not sure who made the call. Pretty sure it was me, although I'm not sure. It's a back call, generally.
But it's not about like this is not about a call. It's just about okay, I'm walking here. I don't have vision there. Should I just walk straight or should I like take out the?
Not this scenario. Just generally go for the mid play here, like engaging onto the trash with the.
I think it's fine if you like do it like a soft commit or whatever. Like don't use the Ornut for it. Like you don't use any ultimates. Just like try like see if you can get a pick. If you can't, then just let it go and go to wreck.
One thing I want to say, like, it felt like no one really shot called. Like Fabi said, like one shotgun is it. I like actually talked more than other people, and I'm like me. So, wow.
I don't agree that we like that Furby didn't shot call at all. I think we can probably talk more, but yeah, I think like I don't think that was the problem. I did neither one of these games.
I mean, for me, it's more that I don't have a lot of agency to actually do something. So of course I'm gonna that just gonna mean I talk less.
Yeah.
And also, like for the most part, I think our comms are like going towards the right direction, but then we just do random mistakes.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't really feel the need to fill in anything that was being said because like we were talking about the game like we should have, for the most part.
Yeah. I think comms are fine this game. But like the thing with like talking much or talking less, like in an ideal world, we barely have to talk at all because everyone is on the same page automatically. But then you like, if someone is saying something that is obvious and then just everyone is reminded that that's what we should be doing, then that's good. But at the same time, like people need to also think for themselves. So for example, with the Orianna thing there, that's gonna be like you just have to think about what you're like, where you're walking, like your position and everything. And like it's kind of like the thing where someone says like you're in a team fight and someone says focus, let's say Orianna in this case. Someone says focus Orianna and like, screams it, and then you like Mauki says but I can't like walk past Kha'Zix or something. Like that's kind of like self-explanatory. Like obviously Mauki is not gonna like flash in to hit the Orianna or like you know what I mean. Like it's.
I believe in him.
Or if she's not flashing over the Kha'Zix, I'm literally not gonna play with her anymore. If you don't listen to the calls, what's the point?
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. I think like I think the second game was like pretty fine overall. There were some like some unfortunate mistakes which led to them like getting control over the game.
I mean, what Furby said with like doing bad or like really stupid mistakes is like also like the second thing I said like right here. There's no need for me to die here or not like getting hooked.
What happened? Oh yeah.
So I can either just dodge it or just respect the trash way earlier, So he's not even in range to hook me, but then again I'll just think, yeah, sure, why not? Let's just die.
But I think this is also something that's like, because now it's 30 seconds to Drake, and it's like Ocean Soul for them.
Yes,
And
there's
like we don't have any vision at all on like any part, like the whole right side of the, like the whole left, right half of the map is dark. Like we don't have any vision at all. And like I think we should be able to be there earlier. So I don't know if there was like an item or something that we were waiting for, but we should be able to like reset at a better timing and move there together. Okay, could you go back like 1 minute or something, or like 30 seconds? So okay, so now it spawns in 1 minute. So like we should already be looking to like shove up bots and then like walk together through our jungle and like regain control. And we have TP on the Corki, so like he can stay there. But like this is like, because they have mid prior right now, and Orianna is pushing up. Like there's no one bot lane right now. I think that's bad. Because like the wave gives vision. Like if we push up the wave, and it pushes all the way up to their turret, then we have vision of like that area for free. Because right now it's like everything's dark. We don't have any ward, and we don't have the wave either.
I just feel like, I just felt like in that moment that I want to go mid and group so we can get vision in our jungle, like defensive vision, to get in position for Drake. Because if we don't have position and we face check into Kha'Zix or Orianna, there's super hard to win fights. So that's why I just wanted to group up and get division like Ash Arrow and then play some more.
I would say like some rule of thumbs. When like if you're going like straight for the Drake, let's say the Drake is spawning in like, I don't know, 15 seconds, then you have to walk as a group together. Like then waves doesn't matter, vision doesn't matter. Like you just have to walk as a group together, like straight towards the Drake, and then pretty much just face check. But when it's still 40 seconds left, then like generally you need to shove waves before you go for something else. Like shove waves, then you go for vision, then you go for go for the play. So like waves are always really important in situations like this, because like in this case it's Ocean Soul, so like that's gonna be worth more than pretty much anything, and also the Drake dies really fast, so it's gonna be less important. But let's say it was Elder instead, or like that's a bad example. Let's say it's Baron at like 22 minutes or something. Yeah, there's a like a team comp that can kill Baron. And then like the strong team is like dancing around Baron, but they also have the side lanes pushing towards us, and then we just decide to like go towards them. They can just wait and let their minions die, and then we just keep losing CS, and then nothing happens, and then we just repeat the same thing again and just like starve us out. So like you always have to think about like the wave states, the lane states as well.
Is this the fight, by the way, where I think we could have won but decided to opt out?
No, it wasn't this. It was way earlier.
Okay.
When we got 2 kills.
Because I'm not like 100% sure we could have won that one. I don't think it was that early, to be honest. It was post 20 minutes. We had Corki's by the way.
Was it when Corki got Triforce, like 22?
Yeah, I think this was it. This should be it at least.
Oh yeah.
But then again, this is something. I'm pretty sure I said that Kha'Zix is bot side, so I think you should have respected it there, Furby. That he can try to do that.
I mean, he can never one-shot me, because
No, he
he's
can't.
left leader.
But then again, why getting free poked or like?
I mean,
losing
right
health?
right now it doesn't really matter since there are no objectives. Like he shouldn't even be there, to be honest. But yeah, we could have won this for sure. Like it's 5v3 right now, and
No, wrong button. Whatever. See it again.
what can you pause? So like we're really split. What's happening, bot? Like where the ashes? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
Didn't you have W up to deny his ult, Ronaldo? Oh, you didn't have anything. All right.
I think I wasted all on the 2 kills, Thresh and.
Like this is really good. Like all of us are on the same place.
Like we have to fight this, by the way.
Yeah.
Like we win this so hard. I mean, I just have the thing is the call was I think to get out, and that's why I walked back. I should have just stayed in. I can tank this forever, and like if we actually go on Orianna there, she can zone us off. We just have to walk up into her, and if I stand in her face, she can't. Like we win this so hard, by the way.
Yeah.
But, like Orianna is strong, but like there's 2 front to this team fights. To this team, but like there's one on the left and one down towards bot lane, and she can only hold like one of these entrances with her ball.
Yeah, I think that's the ace there.
I mean, I guess it's definitely not a lost fight for us. I think we can definitely win it, but I think if we made the call in that game and we should go out, then we should just go out. Like it was in the end, looking at it, I agree that it was probably a fight that we can win. But I mean, I'm also not sure if Fabi said we can still fight. If he said it and then I said we should get out, then it's definitely my bad, since we said that Fabi has to say that. But if also Fabi said we should get out and we don't respect it or like don't do it, then that's not good.
Yeah, of course. But just like also a rule of thumb, you know, you kill 2 people, then like it's 5v3. Like even you know you're low and everything, but like time is always on your side. So like in that case, it should be up to them to kind of run away. It shouldn't be like you should never have to run away as 5 people against 3, unless it's like a super specific scenario.
Yeah, and I think the problem was that I lost vision on Mordekai's ult. I mean, if I actually saw what's going on and stuff, then I would have definitely called that we can fight this. But I just lost vision from Mordekai's ult. I just get out, and the call is to get out then after. Yeah. I don't know what's happening outside.
Because like they're really far up on our side of the map as well. So like they have to run a really long way to get to safety. So like we can play it really, really slow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. We could have probably killed them all there. Also, Orianna doesn't have a rubber dance yet, so she's not as strong as the situation is actually she's been in here.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think that's it for now. But yeah, I think we're like definitely making a lot of improvements. And like Ronaldo is like new to the team as well, so we're gonna have some like time settling.
Yeah, I mean, I made some like really cringe mistakes this game again. I mean, I always sometimes play this like I play I don't know, Irelia or Jax. I just walk up and don't respect that I'm like in a hard losing matchup. I think from 2 items on, and that I think I just can join the gank like I'm playing Renekton or something, like, you know, but I can't. I think Mordekaiser played super cocky, and I think we abused it pretty good because I don't know, at some point he was just walking randomly into river and stuff like this, and I mean we kind of got the Hecarim and me fed or like good in game, but just we didn't do anything with it, and I think that was like the main reason and also why we lost.
Yeah, that's actually another thing. I think we could have played a lot more around bot lane this game, because this game we actually had a really good matchup bot lane, and like we talked about it a lot. That's like, you know, we need, like, getting bot lane ahead is usually more favorable, both because there are two players and also because of Drake control.
I mean, I don't really care about what matchups we have, but like obviously it's important. But when they both use flash on bot, that should be the point where I should have at least like looked bot lane at least like 2 times with the Ashe arrow in the end as well.
But I mean you can make them use flash as well, or like I mean.
Yeah, I know. But then again, they didn't have flash, so it was really great with the Ashe arrow.
Yeah.
We can also just focus the trash so he cannot lantern out, and then we should be able to walk out the center easily as well, as long as the.
Yeah, they have no defense against Ashe arrow. If you're there, there's no way they can get out. Like one of them is gonna die every time.
I mean, I just generally feel like today I had like some trouble with like making the best of all of the situations, but like being not like, obviously I did some good things, but I feel like I did more bad things than usually, which made the game really bad for us overall.
Right.
Like, for example, obviously what Mauki had to say, like he said it like 2 times or like 3 times in game. You could even hear in his voice that he was kind of annoyed that we didn't try it earlier with like the Ashe arrow to engage.
Yeah.
And that's something I should.
But
just,
like we also need to call that as well from bot lane. Like we need to.
He called it 3 times.
Sorry.
He called it 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Or like
okay.
3 times.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
he said, okay, we can easily kill them bot lane, and then he said, can we just look for pick with Ashe arrow and then but just engage? I have Ashe arrow. That's basically the conversation.
Also, really, I think we talked about it a little bit with like if Kha'Zix invades like that, and then like should we stop him or should we let him do it or whatever. And the way we handle it now, like we lost a few CS mid and top, but we really fucked the Kha'Zix. Like he was really behind from early game, and then he started getting like really desperate. We kept keeping track of him, and like when like after that he came bot to try to steal the Krugs, and then we warded with Lulu and like denied it. He didn't even get the big Thresh had to lantern him out, and he didn't get the kill on the Krugs. So like we really did a good job of keeping him down, which was good.
By the way, if I sound annoyed, I'm sorry. That it should not happen. I don't want to sound like toxic or whatever. Sorry.
You're not toxic.
Shut up.
I don't think there was like a.
I didn't want to sound like you were toxic. I just said you could hear that you were annoyed with the voice. Like
yeah, but still, like I shouldn't talk like that then.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's like when we like realistically when we think about how we win the game, and you'll tell me 3 times how we win the game, and I still don't realize it, then I think it's fine to sound annoyed.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but still, it's like it's just like creates an atmosphere for the entire game for me. Like I don't know, it's just a bit unnecessary, but it's fine, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think there was like any problems like that this game, like bad vibes or anything. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll like keep practicing like according to what we talked about now. So this scrim we played, the first game was like we tried to play around Furby with Irelia. I guess like also we since we also had Vlad, I guess it was kind of like a dual win condition. Like we could both play around like Vlad getting super big and then having him blow up the whole team, or like getting Furby big and like playing through side lane. But I think the problem there was that we kind of didn't talk about how to like once we actually get like resources where we need them, what are we gonna do? So like we realized too late that we can just put Furby in a side lane. There's no one that can match him. So things like that should be realized. Like we should think about that sooner. And like we need to be better. Like we need to learn how to adapt. And like even if we have a plan from the start, then like things develop in the game where something else is gonna be way more efficient. Then we need to be more receptive to that. So like it became really clear that they have Poppy and Gragas. If Furby tries to team fight, he's gonna get stopped by Poppy, and then nothing's gonna happen. And then, like if we actually manage to get it engaged, then Poppy's gonna ult to pull people away. So it's gonna be really hard to force stuff. But we at the same time, like Furby can be in a side lane, and there's no one that can match him. And we have ways to help him out as well. And like we have way clear on Misfortune and Lux. So try to adapt faster and like realize when things happen inside the game that like the win condition can change. And
By the way, I think that if we have blue side and blind pick top lane, I still think that, I mean in this game they banned it, but I think that Renekton is like literally the best blind pick on top lane ever, because there's like no counter pick in that sense, except Quinn maybe, but you have like always agency and you have always prio and can always force, and it gives me like so much more possibilities to influence the game. I mean, this game was like Ornn, I'm not that confident on Ornn, I'm like way more confident on Sion or Maokai, but apart from that, I think that Renekton is just such a good champion.
I don't really agree that Renekton is really good, but if you really like it, we can definitely try it. I agree that he's strong in laning phase against most matchups. Although I think there are a few champs apart from Quinn that can actually like match him in laning phase as well.
I mean, one of our top laners here in this organization is actually in a Renekton OTP, and he stopped playing him because he says he's too shit right now.
He's so broken, like legit broken.
I mean, it depends how you play, but yeah. I mean, I think the biggest problem is that like if you pick something like Ornn, for example, against him, then you're not really gonna kill him. Like even if you do kill him, you're not really gonna snowball off of it, and then you end up having to make plays elsewhere. And then if the rest of the team comps isn't like full melees, then you're usually gonna have a hard time. Forcing stuff.
I know, but I think as the blind pick, it just like blocks so many picks. Like you can't go any real carry anymore. You can't go like even the Mordekaiser lane is like pretty Renekton favored with PTA, and you don't outscale Renekton that hard in my opinion, just because Blade Cleaver is like super valuable on side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean we can definitely try it, especially if we have like a strong carry bot or mid that we can play around. We can just use top as like kind of like the first style that I presented, like where we have just something top lane that just brings a lot of attention early on and like has a lot of agency, and then like Renekton I think fits pretty well into that. And then we just have something that scales on bot side.
I mean, you can tell me if you want if I should practice any more champs. I'm like sparing Irelia right now on Smurf simply because she's fun, but I thought about like Urgot and stuff like this.
Yeah.
But it's like super hard for me to blind pick. I don't know what the best blind pick tops are except for Renekton, but Renekton is, I mean, I'm pretty good on the champ and I don't want to like keep practicing it.
I think the best in every category I think is GP to blind pick.
Yeah,
but
probably.
it takes a long time I think to learn. or like to play him really good.
I mean, I also
Yeah.
like the Shen blind pick because
I think Shen blind pick
Yeah.
is like super bad, to be honest.
I mean,
they're-
if we can flex the Shen, it's really good.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there are some counters to it.
I mean, obviously, it's always better to know what the enemy is picking. But realistically, when you pick the Shen,
Yeah.
you will be useful regardless what you do. You
Yeah.
will
Yeah,
always have a taunt, you will also have your ult, so you will benefit the game for us in every state of the game. And as long as you're not 0-10, you will also probably be tanky.
Yeah, true. But I think Shen doesn't got blind pick top once in finals, no? In either finals. I mean, he just got flexed, or once by Wanda, into Aatrox, which is like actually a super bad matchup for Shen, but somehow he just outplays the game.
I mean, TSM likes to blind pick Shen.
Yeah, but they flex it
I
on
mean,
jungle.
well, okay, yes.
I mean, it feels like
Not serious, they also flex it in jungle, but they also blind picked it earlier.
Yeah.
Like earlier in the season to just blind pick top lane.
I don't like drawing too many parallels to like what pros are doing, but I feel like Shen has been almost pick ban lately. Like he's playing
Yeah.
really much.
He's super
so
strong.
it's- Yeah.
And he blocks as well, like so many picks. I just think that if you have like a viable counter pick like GP or Aatrox or Mordekaiser, that you can really punish a Shen lane, like really hard.
Yeah.
To go like Flame Horizon it like really easy.
Yeah, like
If he
GP
took
against Shen is pretty much a free win if you know what you're doing on the
Yeah.
GP.
Yeah, but I mean I'm fine with playing Shen.
Right. But yeah, I can like write a few champs that I think would be nice to learn. Right. Yeah, that's all I have. Is there anyone else that wants to say?
Plays on Thursday, right? We don't play tomorrow.
I don't have the schedule right now. But
I mean, as far as I know, Arch said me and Furby don't have time tomorrow.
Okay.
Wait, where did Taro go? I
Uh,
actually didn't see he's gone.
Rage quit.
Tilted.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
the first game, he literally stopped talking at all.
Yeah, I think he was low-key tilted. But I played with him. I played solo queue. I randomly met him in solo queue on Smurf with the Veigar V2, and I was against him. And he played Janna, and I played like Lucian top or something, and he just perma roams top and camps me with his Janna, and he loses the game. And Veigar V2 like tries to coach the enemy Victor, who was on his team, and he's just like, "What is this Diamond 2 player even talking? Why is he acting up?" And stuff like this, just because he didn't know Veigar V2. It was really funny.
Poggers. That's a good.
Guys, Lil Pats is playing with Brad RL bot lane now. Right now. This second. It's actually happening. He's living my dream.
Playing Pantheon.
Yeah, he's playing Pantheon and Razor is playing Twitch.
Sounds like a really trash bot lane.
Yeah, true, but with Rad, everything can work, honestly. Because actually Rad is so shit at the game, but he's so good at the fucking, like,